What's up, y'all? Chilly Bill Smith, your host of Morning Vibes on 90.9 KTSU with my man Michael Crockett. When you see the scene,
you know it's me, baby.
And you can join us every other Friday, 2 times a month. Crockett is on 90.9 KTSU, letting you know about what's going on in healthcare and so much more.
Yeah, we're going to take care of your healthcare. We're going to make sure that your trust and will situation is taken care of, that you protect your assets. We're going to make sure that your taxes are taken care of so you ain't got no issues and you can go get the money that you want from the bank in order to fund your dreams.
So make sure you join us every other Friday on 90.9 KTSU in the 8 a.m. hour. It's Chilly Bill Smith and Michael Crockett, because when you see the scene, you know it's me, baby. That's him. I think I'm going to do it again. I'm going to give you another bad thing. It's to see crime. But all you have to do is when I tell you to. Don't do it till I tell you to. Be the ninth caller at 713-313-4354. 95 degrees is the high today. 95 degrees is the high today with a 30% chance of rain. Right now it's 80 degrees here. And in about 8 minutes, I'm going to tell you, when you see the scene, you know it's me, baby. CNS Cares is in the house, and we are going to let you know what's going on all around this city, man, all around the country, letting you know about healthcare, letting you know about wills and trusts, and so much more. And sometimes, you know, when you get somebody in the room, you got to make sure you get them motivated and ready to go. So let me do this for him. Let me do a double play of Bobby Womack. Let's kick it off with this one. We're going to take a trip down 110th Street. 90.9 KTSU, your community station. Prepare yourself. Crockett is ready, and I'm telling you, he's going to be fired up. For these last 2 songs, if Bobby Womack ever needed, I wish he was still living. He said, I need somebody to do the video. I got the perfect version.
Come on now.
Because Crockett, boy, he just put on the show in here. On the Choice 90.9 KTSU, your community station. This is the best way to start your day. Morning Vibes with Chilly Bill Smith on this. TGIF, thank goodness it's Friday. We just having fun on a Friday, y'all. The 11th day of July. 95 degrees is the high today with a 30% chance of rain. Right now it's 80 degrees here. Let me hurry get ready, because Crockett's got a lot to let you know about, man, that's going on, you know, with this change in what we're doing now in this new society and everything, dealing with insurance and wills and trusts and so much more. Right now, let me give you a check on your morning about traffic. And there are no accidents on the freeways to report. No accidents on the freeways to report. So except for your normal tie-ups, hopefully you'll make it in, out, and around the city without any problems. But we do have a few stalls. South Sam Eastern Tollway, westbound at Telephone. Beltway 8 South, westbound at Belford, as well as I-10 East, eastbound at Mammouth. It is 8:23. And like I told you, man, when I tell you, when you see the scene,
you know it's me, baby.
It's him. CNS Cares is in the house, and we are going to talk in just a couple of minutes on your community station, 90.9 KTSU. But Marcus Sullivan, let me know about 713 Day.
Town. It is 713 Day in Houston. And 90.9 KTSU is turning up the volume on gospel greatness. All day long, Sunday, July 13th, spotlighting Houston's own every hour. Gospel artists repping the kingdom and the culture.
Yeah.
You know what these caskets for?
Yeah, I'm a bow tie guy today.
James Fortune, Zacardi Cortez.
On the Friday morning.
You got me on one. Somebody said, man, this was worth the price of admission alone.
From ministers of music to choir directors.
Just put on this concert.
713 means more than just Houston pride today. It means gospel. July 13th, only on the Choice 90.9 KTSU.
Real bad at the bathroom.
Support comes from A Better Mailbox, serving the Houston community for over 35 years. A Better Mailbox provides bonding services for felonies, misdemeanors, DWI, traffic violations, and more. There are 5 Texas locations, 24 hours, 7 days.
But he act like he out there playing.
713-635-8400.
Pressure on it.
Detailed information is online at
Apply pressure now.
License number 74504.
It's Morning Vibes with Chilly Bill Smith. on your.
And with no further introduction, when you see the C,
You know it's me, baby.
Michael Crockett, CNS Kansas inside the morning vibes at 8:25. How you doing, my friend?
Man, I'm drop dead gorgeous. I can't complain. You understand me? I'm Womack motivated.
That's what I heard. That's what I saw, man. And
Yeah.
people in the chat thought, boy, that boy is casket clean right now, man. I tell you,
man.
boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But man, first of all, before we get into what we need to get into, man, I know you wanted to, to pay homage to, a great individual, man. Our friend Miss Janice Weaver, man. She, her husband, went home to be the Lord, man. Today is his homecoming, man.
Absolutely. Brother Alvin Weaver, man, definitely one of my mentors, the one who actually introduced me to the Masonic lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So, and so many other things, man, definitely a teacher and educator of mine, just on being a man out here, having a family, taking care of his kids, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man, today is a celebration of a homegoing, and we definitely gonna kick it, you know what I'm saying, on his behalf. And, he not only was a member, right?
Yes, sir.
He played KTSU every day.
Every day, man.
You know what I'm saying?
He when he said he loved KTSU, he loved it. Yes, he did.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And this is gonna be, man. We gonna miss it, man. But we know he in a better place, man. He's up there with the Lord, man. And
Absolutely.
that's where we all strive to be. But Crockett, let's get to business, man. Let's talk about, man, number one. Before we get into the main thing I want to talk about, but let's go into, man, what's going on now. As you've been keeping an eye on things, man, dealing with this health care, man. Medicaid is getting cut, man. What are you hearing, man? What's going on?
Well, there are a lot of cuts taking place. Mm-hmm. Some of them are going to kick in this year. Some of them are going to kick in 2026. Some of them are not going to be implemented to 2028.
Okay.
Depending on what level you're on in regards to the cuts. But there are also some solutions. So the wisest thing to do at this time, mm-hmm. if you're concerned mm-hmm. about your health care, your health insurance on any level, at any age, mm-hmm. for more information, 281-576-9119. Mm-hmm. Again, it's 281-576-9119. Or contact your own agent. Right. Your agents are your advocates. And when policies change, the first thing that you need to do is get in contact with a trusted source of information.
Right.
So contact your agents and ask the questions and your questions should be simple. How is this going to impact me as an individual with the policies that I have? And what do I need to do to cover myself?
Now, Crockett, it's and just in case people don't know, that some people may not, be at the age, where Medicare is getting ready, but, they may have family members and everything. What is it, give us the difference between Medicare and Medicaid.
Okay, so Medicaid it's not as age restricted as Medicare, right? Okay. So Medicaid, if you were, let's say you're disabled, or something like that, that's something that's extended to you. So say you could be 50 years old.
Gotcha.
Or of any age and have an accident, right? Or have something that makes you where you're now handicapped or disabled. Right? In that situation, you may qualify for Medicaid even though you're not of age. Right? So and then Medicaid takes care of you differently for different things. Medicare is specifically for when you're 65 and older. People over 65 qualify for Medicare. Right. People of any age, depending on your situation, can qualify for Medicaid.
So in some instances, you could have Medicare and Medicaid at the same time.
That is possible, yes. Yes, that is possible. Depending on you, if you over 65 and you're disabled, you see what I mean?
Gotcha.
If you over 65 and you meet a different qualification, that and then that's why you got Medicare, you got Medicaid, then you got A, B, C, D, all of those things. Gotcha. There's so many different ways in which you can qualify for Medicaid that's just a challenging conversation. I mean, we could talk about that for 4 or 5 days.
But like you said, for more information and for people to understand, what's going on with these new, cuts that are planning to happen this year, next year, and 2028, all they have to do is get with you how?
281-576-9119. Again, it's 281-576-9119. And all your questions can be answered there in detail. and we will not get off the phone with you until you are clear on every question that you ask.
And then while you're talking about that, you need to be getting yourself prepared, because you never know what circumstances that may happen, you know, in your life, in your family's life, and everything and stuff like that. That's where trust and wills are so important.
Yeah, the trust and wills are so important for that reason. But before we go into trust and wills, while we're still talking about healthcare,
Okay.
I have to talk about ACA, and that's the Affordable Care Act for
Okay.
people that are under 64.
Right.
Because just like Medicaid is, they're cutting the Medicaid, they're not talking about how ACA is being impacted.
Okay.
Right? And that's the one that's really covering so many people now,
That's
since
true.
it was created.
The Obamacare.
Yeah, the Obamacare for sure. So what we want to do is, for more information in that regard, if you have any questions, you want to find out, your first question is, how does this impact me as an individual, right? And what do I need to know in order to cover myself?
Okay.
Those are the two questions that you need to ask your agents.
Okay.
And if you have those questions, for more information, 281-576-9119. And there we will make sure that you get those questions answered.
281-576-9119. That's 281-576-9119. Now let's talk about trust.
Yeah, now Trust and Wills, and it's beautiful that we're going to a homegoing celebration today, because I know for a fact that Mr. Weaver has all his stuff in place
Okay.
for his wishes to be executed, right? This just encourages me to let you guys know, if you don't have a will, you need to get one. If you have a will, it's a list of your wishes. But a list of your wishes without it put inside a trust, your wishes are not protected.
Gotcha.
And we want to make certain that your wishes are protected. Now, I got a phone call from a lady. We just did her trust and will package this week. Every week we get amazing stories as we take care of the community, right? And what she said to me was, her husband, right, works on the port.
Okay.
Works at the port.
What do you expect?
Yeah. She said there's so many employees out there on the port that don't have trust or will. They not having that conversation at all. And their families are not called. So what we're going to do is do what we can in order to get set up out there to have that conversation with them.
Right.
Right? Because we want to make sure that everybody gets access to this information. She was so elated, so ecstatic once we got everything taken care of for her. And what we did was, sometimes we have clients, and I never address this on the air. If you are in a situation where you need a trust and will, and you physically are not capable of coming in, we do have a policy and procedure in place for you to contact us, and we'll take care of you and send an agent out to come and make sure that your trust and will gets taken care of.
In home service. Wow.
Yeah. Because, I mean, again, we have to understand that if we're serious about taking care of the community, just as we were just discussing the physically challenged just a minute ago. Shout out to my mama, because she stay on this scooter, man.
Right.
Yeah, and will take my chauffeur any day of the week for her to go do something. I couldn't have the chauffeur all day yesterday because she had him all day.
That's mama.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's mama.
And that is mama. She can get it, right? But I'm saying that to say, if you guys are at home and you need a trust and will done, but you haven't been able to communicate with somebody that could accommodate you, for more information, 281-576-9119. Again, it's 281-576-9119, and we have some policies and procedures in place to accommodate you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we do this for a reason. This man comes up every other Friday because he really wants to make you understand and make you aware of the things of what's going on, because, you know, a lot of people may not be talking about what's going on in healthcare. Crockett's going to make sure that you know what's going on with healthcare. He's letting you know with trust and wills. He's letting you know that you need these things so that you won't lose property. You won't have no people. You won't have nobody contest your property and things and stuff like that, man. So when he does this, man, I mean, you know, you see him. He means what he says, and he says what he means. And when, you know, CNS Care say they for the community, believe me when I tell you that. One more time, man. Give me the information number.
281-576-9119. Again, it's area code 281-576-9119.
Because when you see the sea,
you know it's me, baby.
See, that's kid Michael Crockett. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, my friend.
Let's do your morning vibes trap, man.
Yeah, that was a beautiful thing. And I'm letting
Wrapping
you
it
guys
up, wrapping it up. Let me tell you, there are no accidents on the freeways to report. No accidents on the freeways to report. So except for your normal tires, hopefully you'll make it in, out, and around the city without any problems. And a few stalls, Hardy Toll Road northbound at Greens, Beltway 8 North westbound at JFK, and North Sam Houston Tollway westbound before Wilson Road. It is 8:35. As I get you ready for the lovely, talented, and vivacious Miss Pam Wells, who's going to be bringing you vintage classics. I got a classic on the way that even though he has to go somewhere, I know he's not going to leave the room when he hears it. And it's up next on 90.9 KTSU.
Summer. It's
Chilly Bill sure know how to tell you to be still. You hear me? Yeah. With the great Pam Wells in the building. What's up, y'all? If y'all need me, give me a call. And next week we're gonna be talking about these tax cuts that's going on with the by this new bill that's been passed, right? So we'll get more into that. Right now, I'm waiting to see what he gonna play. So again, when you see the C, you know it's me. I'll see y'all out there. Call me if you need me now.
to begin 7 p.m. sharp at the Fallbrook Church North Campus, 12512 Walters Road. Registration for your free tickets are available at KTSUradio.com or www.fallbrookchurch.org. That's Christmas in July. A gospel experience. Fallbrook Church. One movement. Uniting people with God and one another. A refreshing change today.
Laid across the bed and look at the water.
Played. I love to listen to it.
On the Choice, 90.9 KTSU, your community station.